The Delta variant pushing medical workers to their breaking point. Hospitalizations on the rise nationwide, and experts say the U.S. could soon see as many as 200,000 cases a day, a number not seen since the rollout of vaccines. In Louisiana, the strain on doctors and nurses is so intense, some say it feels like the crisis will never end. ABC's Marcus Moore takes us inside a hospital in Shreveport.
The highly contagious Delta variant now responsible for 93% of all new cases in the U.S. Dr. Anthony Fauci warning we could hit 200,000 cases a day. In Louisiana, healthcare workers are struggling to keep up as the state faces its highest number of hospitalizations since the pandemic began. 90% of those hospitalized patients are unvaccinated.
We're just exploding. We're bursting at the seams.
75-year-old Curtis Cannon is one of them. He's been in the hospital since July 23rd.
There's a lot of people out there who are reluctant to get vaccinated, and they don't believe it will help them. Yes. What do you tell those people?
I tell them they need to get vaccinated because this isn't fun.
The influx of COVID patients is taking its toll on the staff here at Willis-Knighton Medical Center.
To be honest, I probably cry most days at work, and I cry when I go home.
And why? Why?
I'm tired. I've been doing this for a year and a half, and it feels like there's never going to be an end. And if you're not going to get the vaccine, at least wear a mask. Try to be a part of the solution.
More than 58,000 patients are now hospitalized across the country with COVID-19. 18 to 49-year-olds accounting for 41% of them, and concern growing about the most vulnerable, children. Pediatric hospitalizations are now 3.5 times higher than they were a month ago. In Memphis, where 2 children died from COVID over the weekend, a doctor there telling our affiliate WATN the Delta variant is to blame.
What's really changed over the last week and a half is we've started seeing an increase in number of kids being admitted with acute COVID.
While young children are not yet eligible for the vaccine, adults who are but chose not to get it sharing their regret this morning, like Travis Campbell, who's hospitalized in Tennessee.
If I have a day or 2 left, I don't want to waste my time. I want to help as many people as I can to let them see the real truth, that it's real, and it's only getting stronger and faster.
Boy, does that put it in perspective. Marcus Moore joining me live now from Shreveport, Louisiana. Incredible reporting, Marcus, and just hearing from these doctors and nurses and looking at the increase now in children being hospitalized. What can you tell us?
Well, Kira, what we've heard from doctors and nurses here is that in general, overall, that they are seeing a lot of younger people, and in particular, children. And the reason why that is significant is because children younger than 12 are not eligible to be vaccinated, but yet many of them are falling critically and seriously ill from this virus. It's the reason why they're urging people to be careful and to get vaccinated, because that's really all they can do at this point to try to prevent the children from getting sick. Across the entire state, there are about 2,000 children right now suffering from COVID-19 symptoms, either in the hospital or somewhere being treated for this illness. And it's why it's so alarming to the nurses and doctors here, and why they want more to be done.
Understandably. Also, too, Louisiana, Marcus, has reinstituted that mask mandate for indoors. How are people reacting to that as they see the rise in cases?
Well, Kira, we have seen in our time here in Shreveport this week, we've seen people largely complying with that mandate. Of course, it is still 50-50, though. There are some people who still are not wearing masks indoors, and it is important to point out that this particular mandate that's been reinstated is temporary. It's set to expire on September 1st, but the governor here said that they could extend that mandate if needed. Again, they are sincerely hoping that those who have not gotten vaccinated will do that, and if they're not going to get vaccinated, at the very least, to wear a mask, because it's one of the lines of defense they have as they face this new surge of COVID-19 patients.
And looking at that surge, Marcus, you have talked about only 37% of the state's population right now is fully vaccinated. So are those people reconsidering and deciding to get the vaccine now?
Well, Kira, I mean, there's a sense that, yes, people are paying attention. The more the medical professionals are getting out in front of the public, like the nurses and the doctors we talked to yesterday here at Willis-Knighton Medical Center, just being able to hear their stories and then see the emotion of what they are carrying day in and day out and the frustration they have, that does seem to be striking a chord with people, those who have been reluctant. And then, Kira, you also have of those who it's too late. They have gotten sick and they are now in the ICU here at this facility and others across Louisiana and across the country who are now saying they regret not getting the vaccine and that they intend to get the shot once they get out of the hospital.
And one of those patients with that regret, we had a chance, our Lindsay Davis, to talk to him, Marcus, and we're going to hear more from him coming up in this half hour. Our Marcus Moore in Shreveport, Louisiana. Really appreciate the reality check.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.